Everyone, it's Mike KF4BOG here, and boy, what a ham fest this was for 2025, the Dayton Hamvention. Oh my word, what an awesome ham fest. As usual, it was this year. I could not believe the amount of people that showed up on day one, which was Friday. I was amazed at how many people came out, and just the overall atmosphere was amazing. It was electrifying. You could not ask for a better day, for a better convention. It was just a nice atmosphere. People were just having a ball, having a blast, enjoying the festivities. I gotta tell you, my favorite thing about Dayton Hamvention overall is just meeting people, saying hello to people, and getting to know new people as well. I mean, I had so much fun meeting all of you guys and getting a chance to say hello. It was a lot of fun, and I enjoy meeting people. It is such a great way to meet up with new hams and older hams and people that have just are there for the technology aspect of it. Oh my gosh, you want to talk about technology? Oh my gosh. They were updating a bunch of things. Radios were the I noticed a lot of new radios there. I noticed a lot of older ones. I noticed a lot of people using used ones. The booths, I could tell showcase of the booths and everything were just incredible. I could not believe the amount of people that showed up just to talk about different forms of the hobby and things. They had a forum that was basically on all aspects of amateur radio. They had a couple of forums that I went into, they were actually really good. There was a The Expedition that I went into. I thought it was really good. The production of it, the presentation of it. I actually talked with a group that established themselves as a group that can teach you Morse code. That was an awesome group to meet up with, which I am going to um, reach out to and see if I can schedule a webcast to actually interview these folks because they were really awesome. That group was just amazing and they knew exactly what they were doing. They showcased a device that helps people with disabilities use Morse code. It was for the blind and everything. And I just thought that was such an awesome device that um, I have to give props for them for showing that. It was a really neat looking device that they showed. And I could tell you right now, if you have not been to Dayton, you need to make a trip out there. It's worth it. I can guarantee you, hams from all over the world came to this. I have been to Dayton for quite a while now, and it has been an absolute blast. People were coming all over the place just to be a part of the convention and have fun with it. I can guarantee you the one thing that I thought was really cool was how um, you know, I would walk around, and they've done this every year, but I just think it's the neatest thing. They have television monitors in almost every access area of the indoor sections so that you could look at them and see if your number has been called. The other thing, too, and they've done this for a while, is there's an area that you can go to and get your ticket laminated. I actually did that yet this year. I actually got my ticket laminated so that it wouldn't get ruined. And it was funny. I went over there and I pulled my ticket out. Boy, that thing was beat up and tore to pieces. And I was like, there's no way in heck they're going to be able to revive that thing. Well, to my surprise, they took that thing and I was amazed. They were able to get that thing like it was brand spanking new. I was like floored by that. I still have it in my showcase of stuff. And I actually worked uh oh gosh, what do they call that thing? A special event station. I actually did a special event station there. They have that special event station set up there. I actually worked it under their call sign, which was which was really amazing. I could not get over how well that was planned out, but it was really good. Enjoyed working that special event station. Saw several vendors that um, I recognized, for example, RT Systems. Boy, it was always a good time with the Karen over at RT Systems. If you hadn't stopped by to see her yet, you need to. Um, I don't think she went to Huntsville last year. She sent a representative from RT Systems over there, but she was at the Hamvention this year, and it was definitely great to see her. I saw Bridgecom as well. They had a discounted radio for people that were just starting out. I think it was like 200 and something, if I remember right, or maybe a little bit lower than that. But they had like an older version of DMR radio that they were selling, and those things, yeah, they were hopping. Those people were selling those radios like hotcakes there. So I knew for a fact that those things were going to go quickly. Another thing that I noticed is there was a lot of YouTubers, tons of them. You couldn't go wrong without looking around and seeing a bunch of YouTubers just, getting video footage on their YouTube channels. We have the same thing at Huntsville. Well, they'll come to Huntsville and do their YouTubers there in Huntsville, which I know they will all come to Huntsville like they did before. There was a couple of other things that was really cool about Dayton too. As usual, I could not say thank you enough to the people that do those golf carts. They were absolutely on top of it when I needed to get a ride back to the vehicle. They drove us back. And they even took us to the Hamfest. I think it was on day one. They actually had a person there saying, "Hey, you want to ride to the gate?" They actually rode us to the gate area and back. I thought that was really nice because we had to park way out on the first day. We were way out, and they actually had golf carts standing by. I was amazed to see that they actually did that. Last year, I think that was the biggest issue was not having enough people escorting people to the ticket area via golf cart. I was really impressed with that. So that's a big improvement over last year. The other thing I noticed too was the weather. Oh my gosh, you could not ask for a nice day in Dayton because every time I've gone, it the last year and the year before was a rain fest. Every time you go to Dayton, you're expecting it to rain. And on the way there, before we left, that day before we left, we checked the forecast. Before we left, my dad and I, we checked the forecast almost every day to see if it was going to rain. Well, geez, there was no rain to be seen. We had some rain during the night, rain and thunderstorms during the night while I was staying at an Airbnb. But all in all, we got there and it was super nice. I didn't even need to wear a coat during those 2 days. It was crazy how nice it was. And I got my steps in that day. I got to tell you, I literally got my steps in that day. It was like, man. But I'll tell you, food vendors, oh my gosh, they had some great food vendors there. I don't know if it's for the food vendors or what it is. You guys can tell me. What was your favorite thing about Dayton Hamvention? Did you go for the food? Did you go for the people? Did you go for the vendors? What did you go there for? Was it something that was intriguing you there in the flea market? I mean, did you see something in the flea market that you wanted? I would love to hear from you what you thought about Dayton this year. And of course, we are going to go to Orlando. I hope we get a chance to go to Orlando this year, or next year, I should say. Um, Huntsville Hamfest, yep, it's coming around the corner here in August. I plan on being there on uh, on day one. I plan on being there on day one. Um, Not sure what we're gonna do about Huntsville Hamfest in day two. Um, I haven't discussed that with my dad to see what he was thinking. Last year I did not go to Huntsville Hamfest on day two, the last day, because I had another commitment. But we'll have to see what happens and everything with that. I'll have to see what happens with that and stuff like that. But Sundays for Huntsville Hamfest, people are just generally winding down, and the people that come in are the ones on day two. They come back from church and everything, and things are really winding down by around. I'll say around 12:30, 1 o'clock or so. They don't close the doors until 3 o'clock on that Sunday, but around like 12:30, 1 o'clock, people start packing up. I noticed a lot of vendors, they start packing up their stuff and closing up shop around like 1 o'clock. Most of the flea marketers are already starting to pack up their stuff. So it's kind of like, to me, day one's the best time to go. But if you want really good deals before they pull the plug on it for the year, day two is the best time to go. If you're looking for something out in the flea market and you're just dying to get rid of it, or you're dying to get it from that person before they close up shop, that's the best time to go. I could tell you on day two, 1 year, Hamfest, day two. My dad sold, um, I think it was I forget what he sold that day too, but we sold it the moment we walked in the door. We hadn't even walked in the door that year, and my dad actually sold it right before he came in the door. I was really surprised at how fast he sold that thing. Um, so we didn't have to go home with it. I remember now, it was a scope. It was one of those scopes that you get for measuring uh, waves, radio waves. So yeah, he sold that thing on day two that year. It was crazy. Um, I don't know what actually went transpired after that year of Huntsville Hamfest, but I gotta tell you, if you haven't been to Dayton yet, or Hamcation, which I will talk about next year if I get to go. I will do a little thing about Hamcation um, for next year. But I wanted to give you guys a little bit of insight on my experiences with Dayton Hamvention 2025 and what I thought about it this year. So if you haven't gone, you need to. It is an awesome ham fest to go to. A lot of people from all over the world have gone to this one. I saw people from Japan. They were showcasing which I got, by the way. I got this software for Wires X that I've been, trying out. This great husband and wife team. They were showcasing this Wires X program that I've been trying out. It's a nice program, but I could tell you there's a lot of things they've got to work out on it. Where if you have two monitors, it's got to be able to work with two monitors and stuff like that. I run two monitors, so I think that's one thing. If they're at Huntsville Hamfest this year, I'm going to bring it up with them and see if maybe they can give me some insights. But all in all, great ham fest. Saw a bunch of great people there. Please feel free to email me your thoughts, your suggestions on what I should do next year. Um, and I will definitely see you guys at Huntsville Ham Fest 2025. Hope everybody has a wonderful evening and 73s. Bye for now.